Hello guys. We're here today to continue doing some listening exercise. We did some international exams listening yesterday, and today we're going to do a listening from our book on page 43. Okay? The topic of our listening is creations, invention, things that someone creates to make the world better or to have a better house. So the first thing is, what do you think the following expression means? Do you agree with it? Necessity is the mother of invention. Do you believe that necessity is the mother of invention? Do you agree? I totally agree with it. Think about left-handed people. Yes? They have some problems to use some objects. For example, scissors or ruler. And some left-hand people create objects that they can use without problem because they have the necessity to use that objects, but they couldn't because they were left-handed. What do you think have been the most important modern invention and why? In my opinion, electricity for sure, but nowadays the internet is one of the most important inventions that we have, the most important technology that we have, because we can communicate with everybody. Yes, everywhere that we are in contact with people. That's my opinion. What is, in your opinion, the most important modern invention and why? Okay, exercise 2, we're going to listen a radio program, and they are talking about a Brazilian inventor called Alfredo Mozart. Have you ever heard about him? Alfredo Mozart. So he is a Brazilian guy that invents something, as you can see here in the pictures, to have light in his house. Okay? It's not common to see Brazilian people as good inventors, but this boy, it is in the ranking with a good invention. So question number 1, what do you think Mozart invention is and how does it work? So what is it? Probably electricity. Yeah? What do you think the necessity was which led him to invent it? Do you think that was the necessity that led him to invent something? Oh, I need it, so I'm going to create something to help me with this. Yes or no? And why has it had such an impact around the world? And number 4, do you think Mozart has been wealthy as a result? Okay, so let's listen.
A Brazilian mechanic has invented a way of lighting his house during the day without relying on electricity. Alfredo Mozart has been using plastic bottles filled with water and a splash of bleach to illuminate dark rooms since 2002, and now the idea has spread across the world. It is believed that his lighting system, which works using refraction of sunlight, has been fitted in over 1 million homes. Normal plastic drinks bottles that are often thrown away are filled with water. 2 capfuls of bleach are added to the water, which stops the water turning green with algae when exposed to sunlight. Mr. Mozart drills a hole in a roof tile and then pushes the filled bottle in from below, keeping the bottle in place with polyester resin, which waterproofs the window in his roof. He told Outlook on the BBC World Service that depending on the strength of sunlight, the light filling his home is the equivalent of between 40 and 60 watts. The mechanic came up with the idea for his Moser light during one of the frequent blackouts in Brazil in 2002. He said only factories had power in his home city of Uberaba in southern Brazil during the energy shortage. It was his boss who suggested using a plastic bottle filled with water as a lens to focus the sun's rays on dry grass to light fires in case of an emergency. And Mr. Moser developed the concept into his light. Mr. Moser earned a few dollars installing the lights in his local supermarket and neighbors' houses, but his invention has not made him a wealthy man. He told BBC World Service, "It's a divine light. God gave the sun to everyone, and light is for everyone. Whoever wants it saves money. You can't get an electric shock from it, and it doesn't cost a penny." He said, "There was one man who installed the lights, and within a month he had saved enough to pay for the essential things for his child who was about to be born. Can you imagine?" Ilac Angelo Diaz, executive director of the My Shelter Foundation in the Philippines, also admires Mr. Moser's ingenuity. The charity uses recycled materials to build houses and has plenty of bottle donations, which it fills with mud to build walls and water to create windows. It now incorporates water bottles in roofs since learning of the Moser method, and also trains local people to do the same in order to earn a small living. Moser lamps have reportedly been fitted in over 140,000 homes in the Philippines, where a quarter of the population lives in poverty, as well as in 15 other countries, including Argentina, India, and Fiji. Mr. Diaz credits the mechanic with transforming people's lives. Whether or not he gets the Nobel Prize, we want him to know that there are a great number of people who admire what he is doing, he said. Mr. Moser told the BBC he never imagined his invention would have such an impact, but said it gives him goosebumps if he thinks about how many people are using Moser lights.
Okay, so what do you think Moser's invention is and how does he do it? So it is a lamp. Yes, his invention is a lamp, as you can see here in the picture. And what did he use to create this lamp? So a lamp made of plastic bottles, as you can see. Plastic bottle, water, and bleach, that is alvejante. Okay? And why does he create this? It was a necessity. But which or what was the necessity that led him to invent this lamp? It was the blackouts here in Brazil. Why has it had such an important impact around the world? Because the lower cost, yes, we can say there is no power cost. Yes, no power cost. Because they use the power of the sun, so there is no power cost. And it can help the poor community, places that are poor. Yeah? Do you think Moser has become wealthy as a result? He said that he was not wealthy. No. Yes. He doesn't. He earned just a little money from installing the lamps for other people. When he went to someone's house, this person paid for him, and it's enough. Okay? Now, if you want, you can stop, copy the answers, and then we continue doing it. We have exercise 4 to do. Read the sentences and try to fill the gaps with the information from the article. I'm going to fill with you, okay? Alfred Mozart has been using plastic bottles filled with water to illuminate dark rooms since 2002. 2002. Mozart came up with the idea for his invention during one of the frequent blackouts that happen here in Brazil, especially here in Foz. It was Mozart that first suggested the idea. Who gave the idea to him? It was his boss. Mozart earned a few dollars installing the light bulbs, but his invention has not made him a wealthy man. After installing the lights, one particular family managed to save enough money to pay for the essentials they need for their baby, so this family helped them with the baby. Diaz is the executive director of the My Shelter Foundation in the Philippines. And Diaz credits Mozart with transforming people's life. Okay? People's life. That's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.